Hey, FlossTube.
Hey, everybody.
We have got so much to show you today.
Big news, big news.
Yeah, so get you something to drink. We've got FOs, FFOs, whips, FlossTubers we're going to call out, plans, everything.
All
oh my
kinds of
gosh,
stuff.
got so much. We're so excited to be here.
We are. So good to be back with you again today.
Yep.
And for those who are first time here, my name is Peter.
I'm Kathy.
And we are Pete's Bee Skips and
Carolina Cross Stitcher.
Carolina Cross Stitcher.
Yeah. We've got cross stitching and quilting and
woodturning.
And woodturning, yeah, and other stuff thrown in between. I wish you could smell it in here. Peter's been baking bread. Woo! It smells so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, go get you something to drink and come back and let's have some fun.
It'd be nice if YouTube had smell-o-vision.
I know it.
Bread breaking days are the favorite for me. The whole house smells so good.
Right.
I love bread and cheese. I think that's basically the
bread and cheese and
I
grapes.
can live off of bread and cheese.
Yeah, me too.
Basics of life. Well, we'll go there.
But this is a Whole30 recipe or something, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be healthy.
Oh, yeah, it is. All whole grain bread. Yeah, absolutely.
Whole grain bread.
I know what goes in it.
Yes, we know what doesn't go in it. Not a whole lot of preservatives. You have to keep it in the fridge or it goes bad.
Yeah, if you don't eat it right away. Yeah.
So it's good. And he puts pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds.
And rolled oats.
And rolled oats, really tasty.
Yeah, a few other special ingredients.
Yeah, but anyway, you're here to see cross stitching and quilting and woodworking. This is our FlossTube number 6.
Number 6.
It is October 17th, 2022.
Yep, and it's just a little bit delayed. But we had the procedure here last a few weeks ago. A week ago.
Yes.
A little over a week ago.
Yeah.
And so that kind of delayed us from putting out our FlossTube.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to thank everybody for their prayers.
And
everything went so good. And, with Dr. Kathy here, making sure I'm drinking all my water and taking my medicine and towing the line.
I can't help it. I'm a mom.
She is a mom. Thought I grew out of that. But anyway, I need it. And I appreciate her for that. And everything's gone well. Thank you again for your prayers. Yep. Everything's good. Everything's good.
And Buddy is doing great. His laser treatment has really done the trick. Yeah. And the doctor said that if he starts acting like he's not comfortable anymore or doesn't want to go up the steps, to come back in for a booster. And maybe he'll have to have one a month or one every 6 weeks or whatever. But hey, if that does the trick instead of surgery, we're very thankful.
Oh my, that beats anything out of getting the ACL done there.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of our life update. I'm doing much better. Got over whatever it was I had, pneumonia, bronchitis. Went through a round of antibiotics and starting to get my energy back, and that's wonderful.
Yes, indeed. And she's excited about what she's been doing, so we can't wait to get to it.
Yeah. So we're just gonna start off right away with FOs.
Okay.
So those are finished objects, and I've got 2 to show you. Yoo-hoo! The first one I just think is so cute. It is Filled Mouse Hollow. Let me show you the chart by Brenda Gervais. Oops. Filled Mouse Hollow.
Very nice.
And I did this on 28 count stormy night. I started it October the 31st in 21 and finished it on the 16th. And this is thanks to Barb at Lost and Floss for her impetus to make October FF October. Hashtag FF October, and try to get as much as you can finished. Fully finished.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. This isn't fully finished.
Oh,
it's close. It's going to be finished this month. I want to get it finished before Halloween.
You can call it.
I can do it. I can do it. Anyway.
She's been working hard. Full steam ahead on all these projects.
Yeah.
She's been doing.
I used, instead of using the called for overdyes, I used Sulky. I got me a little necklace here of Sulky. I did use one overdye. This is Plum Paisley. Isn't that pretty?
Sure.
Because I needed another purple, and I only had one purple in the Sulky.
Yeah.
I used one DMC, and then this was for the shoelaces. So let me show you what it looks like.
Okay.
I haven't shown it yet, have I?
Nope, not yet. Done everything but.
Put my necklace away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might notice that we have a different location here today.
Yeah, we're in our dining room. We thought we'd kind of move around a little bit.
Switched around.
Yeah.
We switched sides too. How about that?
Yeah, switch sides. So
that's just the
there's my
neatest
little
one.
Mises.
I like those laces. That's really cool how you put those on there. The stars and the moon and the little mice.
And the big boot. I did make a mistake, but I'm not going to point it out to you. It's FO'd, and now it's going to be FFO'd, so I'm happy about that.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And then I have one more. Oh, let me reach. And this is a first for me. So, let me show you the chart first. It is 12 Days of Christmas, a partridge in a pear tree. Isn't that cute?
Nice.
So there's 12 of them.
It's a happy bird there.
This is by Annie B's Folk Art. I'm getting this on Crazy Annie's on her Facebook page. We get one a month for 12 months. And I used the Cod 4 fabric, which is a 27 count linen, black. And I used the Cod 4 DMC. And first for me is the beads. Oh, I need something to put it against.
We'll have something behind it.
I got something right here.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did the beading, and I'm so tickled. That was so much fun. Can you see it? I don't hate to block your face, Peter.
Oh, that's okay. I got a face made for radio anyway, so that's fine.
So these are going to be in stockings, and that's going to be another first for me because I haven't done stockings yet. Anyway, I'm hoping to maybe get, I don't know, maybe 4 of these done before the end of the year. I don't know. That might be biting off more than I can chew. We'll see. So those are my FOs.
Very good.
Yeah.
Here, I got some too.
You got some too?
Yeah, it's my turn.
I want to see.
Okay, got some really beautiful exotic wood that I've turned a couple of spools into here. And the first one I'd like to show you here is this this isn't the rosewood, is it?
No, that's the
No.
babinka.
This is stuff called bubinga, and it's an exotic wood, very, very dense. I mean, I got a hold with 2 hands here, so heavy. Made a 4-holer out of it there, and it's just beautiful wood. Smells so great when I was cutting it and polishing it and that kind of thing.
It's beautiful.
Yes, very beautiful. And these woods are, I mean, especially the exotics. They're not so much that they're much hard to come by, but everything else, like in the economy, as things have gone up, so have these. But I was glad to get a hold of a piece of this and a piece of rosewood Patagonia. I'm going to show you in a minute here. But
and they are hard. They actually are hard to come by, the larger pieces nowadays.
Yeah, to put something together like this, I won't be able to make a solid piece work out of it, and I'm have to glue and laminate together and stuff, which is okay.
But this is a solid piece.
But it's nice to have a nice solid piece as well too, and so it's really very nice piece of wood.
And you showed just the block, just the block last time.
I did, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So if you saw the block, this is what the block turned into. So.
Is that what I got you for your birthday? That and the other? I think it was.
You did, yeah. That's what you got me, yeah.
Oh, we forgot to tell y'all about our new T-shirts.
Yeah, how about that? Peach gifts.
We were at Michael's the other day and saw that you could put these on a shirt or apron or whatever you wanted to put it on. So we thought we'd give it a shot. But next time we're going to put it right in the center.
Yeah, we thought maybe on the shoulder, one
It
side and the
doesn't
other
show
would look
very good.
okay, but it doesn't, yeah. So. And we need to make the change our logo, make it different, black and white. So
Yeah, we tried to make it bigger, but it wouldn't go any bigger. Kept
right,
yeah.
it's really ugly looking.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway.
So you're not, this is another FFO.
Another FFO.
FFO.
And now this is a heavy monster right here.
Beautiful, beautiful piece.
I shudder to think what this is going to cost in shipping. But this is a piece of rosewood Patagonia. You ought to have smelled this when I was cooking it. I don't really cook it, but anyway, when I was cutting it,
when he's turning it, smokes.
the smell comes out of these woods. A solid piece of exotic wood, and I appreciate this so much because unlike most of the woods that I've got to deal with, there is like 0 cracks, defects, or anything in this wood. Wow, I was almost scared to even just try to turn it into something, thinking I'd mess it up. But this was really a beautiful, beautiful piece of wood. Hard as a rock. I don't know how many times I had to sharpen my chisel, couple of my chisels there anyway when making it. But it is beautiful, solid piece of wood, and it is so heavy. Hey, if nothing else, you can tie a rope around it, use it for a boat anchor to keep your boat from going away with the waves there. But I really love this exotic wood.
Beautiful. Wish you could feel it. Wood is such a tactile experience, kind of like fabric.
And sadly, the pictures that even when we take, post them, they just really don't do justice to these things. So I hope that when people get them, how much more pleased they are. So it's kind of a little bonus there. But anyway. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. We forgot to show the quilt of the FlossTube.
Oh, we sure did. Yes.
So we're going to stop real quick and grab that show you. Since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I wanted to share a quilt that I made. I'm a breast cancer survivor. And this was back in 2011. I was diagnosed and went through surgery and chemotherapy and radiation. And at the end of that, I wanted to have something to remember. All of the wonderful, wonderful people.
Upside down?
That's good. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is upside down.
It is upside down.
So this is kind of a memory quilt. I wanted to remember all the wonderful people that had been in my life, all the nurses and doctors and technicians and family and friends. Lower it just a little bit, sweetheart.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and this is called a friendship star. So I just felt like I was being surrounded by friendship and love. I named this quilt Abundance because I felt so much abundance of love and joy during that time period. And I was so thankful for it. But what makes this quilt really special is the back. I did a big ribbon. And I had people sign it that were at the treatment centers, my doctors, the nurses, radiologists, oncologists, people in church, family, friends.
Lots of good folks.
Neighbors. And it's just a wonderful memory quilt of a time that could have been devastating and hard, but because of love from everyone that surrounded me, it was a good time, and I have good memories. So I just want to encourage any one of you that is going through cancer treatment to just stay strong and know that you're loved and know that you're taken care of and loved by the most important is God.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
And He will carry you through this. So stay strong, my friends.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, sweet, for holding that up.
Yes, absolutely. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
What a lovely thing to remember. And I remember going through those times. It seemed like it wasn't so long ago, but it was several years ago.
Yeah, 11 years now.
11 years, yeah.
2011 is when I was diagnosed. So
thanks be to God. Cancer-free, and hopefully
cancer-free
till the good Lord takes you out of this world.
Yeah, I hope so. But you never know. You never know what we're going to come up against in life, and we just,
Well, when we were conceived, we're given a number of days. We don't know what that number is, but God knows.
Yeah. So, He does. Yes. So now, let's see. I have some fully finished objects that I want to share with you.
Yeah.
Oh, let me show you this first. I hadn't decorated a whole lot, but you can see I've been pretty busy.
You've been too busy working to get your book decorated.
Been pretty busy. Got a bunch of FFOs over here, some FOs, a new start. I'm starting to schedule 2 days a week on project bags, and then 1 day a week I'm going to schedule for quilting because I don't always get time to quilt. And I want to be able to quilt because that's a love of my life.
That's right. That's where it all started out there.
Yep.
Yep.
So my first FFO is Cinnamon Stars. You might see it back over here. Yay! I started this July 13th of 2021 and finished it September 29th of 21. But just recently, because of thanks to Barb, Lost and Floss, fully finished it. I got this tray from
Michael's.
Michael's?
We got that at Michael's.
Yep. And I had it upstairs. I had quilting supplies in it. And I was looking up there trying to figure out what I could use to finish this with. And I looked at that tray and I thought, yeah, I think that might fit. So I got it out, measured it, and sure enough, it fit. Peter did the staining for me, and this is in
was it Jacobean?
Jacobean. It's really a nice dark stain. Looks very rustic. And I did 2 layers, foam core board. I did 2 layers of batting. I pinned it, stretched it, and taped it. And then it was just a little bit loosey-goosey, so I had this big ball of jute. And I thought, well, maybe that'll, look nice with it. So I just kind of did jute around, and I pinned it on the piece, and then kind of, tucked it in the back. So anyway, so that's one of my FFOs.
Well, you figured it out good. Sure looks nice. Absolutely. What a nice display.
Yeah, thank you, darling. It's stitched on 16 count country French cafe mocha. That's a mouthful. With called for floss, except I used some DMCs. Yep. Kind of, and some of these I did blending because I wanted a little bit more texture. And then I changed it to, I wanted a kind of a white gray pumpkin. So I put that in. Did I make any more changes? I think that's it.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. I like when you do all of those modifications there to suit your needs. They always come out so nice.
Thank you, sweetie. Oh, now it's not gonna.
Are you gonna behave? Okay, let me see if I can cut that for you.
Sorry. So that was Cinnamon Stars. And then my second FFO.
Well,
don't worry about it, sweetheart.
All right.
You got it? No. Oh.
I don't know what's going on with it, but
Okay.
just tilt your head a little bit.
Yeah, just
It'll
like
be nice
that.
and straight.
It's Bluebird
Stand.
Garden by Artful Offerings. I love this one. The first time I saw it, I just thought it was such a pretty chart.
Very nice.
And I used, this is one, I think this is maybe the only one that I have used the called for fabric, the called for floss. Everything is called for. And we were at Michael's. Yes.
Yeah, that's what
And they had a bunch of they call them oops frames where customer will come in and order a frame, and they'll come in to pick it up and they don't like it, so they make them something else. But then they sell those frames. They're all $8 a piece, no matter what size. This one was $8, which I thought that was a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
So this is my Bluebird Garden finish.
This frame looks made to fit. That bird was just made for that
It was
frame.
made to fit. He's so pretty.
Yeah.
Big old chubby bird. I love little chubby
And
birds.
some of you know how expensive framing could be if you get your projects framed, pictures framed, that sort of thing. And so to get a deal like that, that's pretty good. And even Kathy found us one, a real large one. I think it must have been like a 18 by 16 or something like that.
At least, yeah.
$8.
$8. No matter what size, they're all $8.
So I can cut that down and use it for making smaller projects and that kind of thing. So.
So anyway, there's my second FFO. I love it. Not sure where we're going to put it yet, but it can go anywhere,
Yeah. My idea is I want to cover a whole living room wall with all these things, and then we can use that for a background when we do our scenes here.
Now, this one is not perfect, and I haven't finished the back, y'all see. But this is a frame I got from Goodwill. I think it was $1.49.
We're big spenders here, folks. Yeah.
And this is a Brenda Gervais. She did a mystery stitch along 2021 Merry and Minty.
Nice.
And I participated in that, and it was a lot of fun. But I think he's cute in that. Of course, it doesn't fit real great, but I think it's just fine. I'm happy with him.
I don't think you see anything you'd have a complaint about there at all.
Well, I kind of took, it was a little, scuffed and dirty, So I took some of the beeswax that we showed y'all a couple of floss tubes ago and just rubbed it in real good and kind of polished it with that. And I think it turned out nice.
Perfect for the holidays, which are soon to be upon us.
Yeah. Excuse me for the noise there. One thing I wanted to share is I bought these from Fat Quarter Shop. And they're 3/4 inch cross stitch finishing dots, double-sided acid free. And those things work great when you're trying to pull the fabric in on the back. Yep. So I recommend those from Fat Quarter Shop.
Nice. Good to have good tools.
Yeah.
You
So
get the job done.
That's my FFOs, and you've shown your FFOs.
Right.
We're just moving right along.
Moving right along.
Moving
Yeah.
right along. So we have some whips.
Got some whips.
Oh, you have previous FFOs.
I got previous FFOs to show.
Oh, okay.
You guys want to see some previous FFOs?
Yeah, I want to see them.
Okay.
Y'all want to see them?
Well, going through my pile out there of previous wood pieces that I had turned, and you put things away. You make so many of these things, you don't have a place to put them. So we got we got bins up in our attic of stuff that had turned and just put it in there, and of course out of sight, out of mind. Went through and got a couple pieces there, and I'd like to show you these if I could. This one, first one here, is a spalted piece of maple, and this was turned. I don't know when this was turned. This was several years ago. I mean, but it was all
so thin.
Yeah, I got this one. This is a really nice thin bowl, and
Beautiful.
But a beautiful piece of wood and no cracks in it whatsoever. Nice maple, and what you can't see in here, I was showing this to Kathy. Well, there you can see it. This actually has some of the maple, not stripes, but what do you call that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Curly
maple.
Some of the curly, when the light hits it and refracts it. I never knew that before until I took it out. I had to do a little reshaping, sanding and polishing with the newer polishes that I have that'll hold up better and won't fade over the years. But anyways, nice little bowl here for, I don't know, whatever. I put something in.
Put doodads in. Yeah.
Doodads. It's a doodad bowl.
Doodads.
Yeah.
Can you see the? It's like a
curly in it.
Yeah, the curly in it. It's almost like a hologram. I wish you can definitely see it in person when the light hits it.
More on the edges. You can see it. For some reason, you can see that more in the edges background there. But yeah. And again, this is one of those things we really have a hard time taking pictures of it to show you, and that's why these things do so great at fairs and stuff like that. But
they work great for putting like little
doodad, another doodad bowl.
Doodad bowl.
I'm a doodad bowl maker. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then another one. Now this is an exotic wood, but it's common enough here in North America and all around the world. They have this thing. It's called a burl. And what a burl is actually when if you ever look at a tree and it's got this big ugly knot like a growth on the side of it. I don't know what causes that. They say it's some kind of disease in the wood and it causes the grain to go all gnarly on the inside and everything like that. But when you open and get into the side of these, wow, some beautiful grain wood. And this is what this came from. This is a piece of burl. I don't know what kind of tree it came from, but I don't know if you can see the
you can see it.
The burls on it there, front and back. Again, this is what I had to rework on here. Yes, live edge, and of course it was sawn off. And when you get these things, you work with what you get. You don't get a perfectly round bowl sometimes, but this is the character and nature of this here.
You can really see it right there on that side.
Yeah, and as you can see, actually, I probably shouldn't have said this is a finished one because I'm actually in the process of grinding down. All I've got on here is sealant right now. I don't even have finish on this thing yet. When I get the finish on here, a nice gloss on this, those little burls, the little swirlies in there will just pop out. Almost looks like a Van Gogh painting. If you ever notice that one, he does a Starry Night and how he goes swirls around and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of like what burl is like. But anyway, beautiful piece of wood.
It's beautiful.
And I just got excited about it. Had fun working with it. I don't know when I turned this. This must have been about 6-7 years ago, something like that.
It's been a while. It's been upstairs for a good little while.
It's kind of fun to run into some of these old things and turn them again, play with them, and
you never know what's
turn
on
them
the
into
inside.
something. Never know. So that's mine.
Your previous FO.
Previous FO.
And you're just kind of spiffing it up a little bit.
I got it. Yeah, just want to make them really nice and presentable, so maybe they'll find a nice, happy home.
Wonderful. Now I've got whips. I think I have 5 whips. So I'm gonna share my whips.
Whip it.
Okay. Thank you, man. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. This is
still got that cough.
Cough is the last thing to go, I tell you. Yeah, it is. Let me get this out. I don't want to cause too much crinkling. This is Little House Needleworks Patience. And this is my take over to Barbara's house piece on Thursday, or if she comes over here, I've got something small that I can work with in my hand. Sitting upstairs watching game shows. She loves to watch game shows. So that's what we do.
Nothing like getting together, have some fun, and have a nice meal, and sitting around doing stuff.
Peter and Don play guitars, and here's the flosses, just DMCs, pretty little flosses. I love this blue.
Yeah, not just DMCs, nice DMCs.
Right, good DMCs. We like DMCs. But anyway, here it is. I'm still in process. I'm working on the border, doing the border, putting the green in, and then the blue goes in. And then I've got to fill in the flowers, put some color in the flowers. And I'll be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they're really cute. I love the little sheep. And these are supposed to, I think you can buy little heart buttons for them, but I'm probably not going to do that. And I think I'm just going to leave them she's got a heart, or he. Yeah.
Well, that looks nice. Well, she's cranking these things out. I know she says she doesn't get much time to do this, but I tell you what, she gets in the chair at nighttime after we get ourselves fed and watered and watching TV. She's over there just stitching away, I tell you.
Yeah.
I got to tell her to slow down when the smoke starts pouring out of her needle there.
I wish. I wish I was that fast.
Yeah.
These are the flosses for a forest grew.
The one or two of them there.
So it takes a little while for this piece that I'm working on. This is another one of my whips. I'm doing this as my 25-7, but it ends up being more 45-4 or 45-3 or 63 or whatever.
You're flexible.
Yeah. But I try to get up there at least 3 or 4 mornings a week. And I'm loving it. I thought if I could do, there's 14 pages. If I could do a page a month, then I'll have it done in 14 months.
How about that?
So, anyway, but there are a lot of floss changes. Uh-oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. And I left some threads dangling. I hope y'all don't mind. This is my start. I'm stitching this on 40 count white Edinburgh linen.
A lot of nice colors in there already.
Oh my goodness, there are so many colors.
Couple of trees.
Yeah. I mean, there's this one tree. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors just in this one tree. This one. And this little bird, I think I counted there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's I think 6 or 7 just in this little red bird. So I'm getting used to the 40 count. I don't move fast on it.
No rushing. You'll get to it.
Right.
Yep.
This is Peter's birthday start or restart. So, and I'm considering that my 25-7. Now I like these little markers that Peter made. These are buttons that Peter made, and I asked him if he could just drill holes in them so I could mark the first part of each ring of floss.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with it being trees, it seemed appropriate to have those on there.
That's right. Yep.
And then,
wait.
yep, I'm picking up Gilet, and it's going to be my focus piece from here to the end of the month. How much I'll get done out of that, I don't know, but I'm looking and excited about it. I'm looking forward to getting more done. Gilet 1898.
Nice.
Oh, it's just such a beautiful piece. I can't wait till I get down to the pear. But I am working from the top down. So I'm going to do, all the border. I got the border done. I'm doing the letters up the smaller alphabet up here. I'm going to get the other borders done and start working on these fancy letters. And then all that's going to be fun. But getting to the pear and the house, the cross and the apple, I just can't wait.
It'll be the exciting crescendo.
Yes. And this is part of, I joined Kim Goldman. She's doing a Reflect de Soie Sal on Instagram. It's hashtag Reflect de Soie Sal. And I started this on Mom's birthday last year, which Mom's birthday's tomorrow.
Oh my,
October 18th.
Wow.
Yeah. I miss her every day. I'm using Kindred Stitcher's floss conversion. And these are the flosses. Just absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness, every time I pick a color and do it, I think, oh, that's my favorite. And then I think, oh no, that one's my favorite. Just really,
They're all your favorite.
Really, really pretty.
A lot of neat stuff to work with.
So, I still consider it just a start, but it's getting there. I took it off of the rod, so off of the frame so you could see. Just hold it right there. I'm not cutting the fabric yet. As you can see, it's a big piece of fabric.
Oh my, yes.
So I'll be able to get a lot of stitching on that. Maybe another sampler. But since the last time I showed this, I got more of the alphabet done.
Fine.
Yep. So I want to finish with the alphabet, do the next line of the alphabet, and then I'm going to work going down this way on the leaves.
Yeah. She tried to get the QRS in. She got the Q in part of the R, but
I was so tired.
So we just had to turn it in. You know how it is with us old folks.
Yeah.
Gotta get to sleep.
It was a full day yesterday. It was good.
Yeah.
Good day.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me roll.
No worries.
this
No
up.
worries. I really like a lot of these trees that they're in these cross stitchings there, because that's one of my favorite subjects to paint is trees. And
I know it.
in fact, one of the things I like to do is that during this time of the year, harvest season, I gather seeds off the ground. I don't know if I told you this or not, but I like to germinate them just to see if I can grow them. And I got no space. I don't have a square inch left in my yard to plant another tree, but I'll be glad to give them away to friends and neighbors, to somebody who wants a tree and I got some nice date trees. Yeah. Date trees that
They're in our office. They're germinating. Well, they're more than germinating.
More germinating. Yeah, about
yeah.
this tall now. Yeah.
They're kind of leaning over, but
yeah. Well,
boy, if you could grow dates, that would be.
That would be good. Yeah.
Good.
I picked up some pecan off the road before street the other day too.
Oh, you did. You did.
Pecan. Yeah.
Are they out in the little greenhouse?
No, those aren't out in the green. I got to striate them.
Oh,
striate means I got to send them to a snap of cold that causes them to generate and that kind of thing. So.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, I'm a tree hugger.
Yes, you are. That's why I'm doing an forestry for you. Yeah. My next whip is Welcome Autumn.
Well, that's nice. Yeah.
This was a kit that I got from the Drawn Thread. And it comes with floss and fabric and chart. So I started on this. It's been a while back. September 22nd of last year. The first day of fall. There are a lot of specialty stitches in this. And like I said, all the dinky dies come with it. Oops. Really pretty dinky dies. I keep them in the bag because they do kind of, shred a little bit. Here's kind of seeing through it a little bit.
Hey.
So I thought I would get all the stitching done before I did the back stitch, and it does have some specialty stitches here and here.
Hold it up for you.
Okay. There's more. I've got one more acorn over there to do. Acorn?
Acorn. Acorn. Where are you from?
Acorn?
You don't say that down North Carolina.
Excuse me. And let's see, I think there's some specialty stitches in this basket of apples. There's another acorn over here with the squirrel. Yeah. So I'm making headway. Making headway with that. Yeah, I'd like to get that finished and framed on a.
Well, we got some new frames now to work with.
We've got lots of new frames.
Lots of material.
I wanted to show that in our haul, but it was too big.
Yeah.
So anyway, and this little needle minder, it is from Siggy's Closet, Christina. Christina, she does beautiful work.
Indeed.
And I have one more, and this was a new start. And then you want to show some of your whips, and then I'll show a quilt whip. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, this is from.
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh, I do too. I've been wanting to. I wanted to actually start on this in September, sampler September, but I just couldn't. Didn't
Squeeze
have time.
It in
Didn't
there.
squeeze it in. It's the Tender Father sampler by Tree of Life Samplings.
Isn't that pretty?
Jan Alexander Zellers. She does beautiful charts. Beautiful charts. And I'm doing this on an R&R, 36 count R&R American Chestnut. So I think that was, I went through my container of linens. Me and Peter actually. I remember I got some out and you helped me.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah.
And tried to pick out which was the closest to the picture. And that American chestnut seemed like it was pretty close.
Yeah.
I didn't have the called for floss, so I'm using Gentle Arts Schoolhouse Red. And this is my first time using Schoolhouse Red, which is beautiful.
Very nice floss. Really
pretty. I don't know if that's enough to do it all, but I do have a couple more skeins. And this is my start. So I've just about, I've got the top border done. I just need to come down both sides, and then I can start with the side borders, and then start with some of the alphabet. I think it's going to be beautiful. I'm doing, where you count down 10 and mark with X and count down, so I can hopefully be in the right spot. So I'm really loving working on this and hope to get back to it real soon.
Got a little bling there going on too.
Yeah, that was from Christina.
Beautiful
too.
Little cardinals.
Aren't they pretty? And she did little pine cone and then some bling. Thank you, Christina, for the beautiful, beautiful fob. We use her scissor fobs in our all of our pictures on our Etsy store.
Yeah, that's so nice.
They're just so pretty. So that is Tender Father Sample.
Very nice.
Yep. And it's, let's see, does it say how big it is? 169 by 195. Called for was 40 count Lakeside linen, vintage exemplar. But you can't find Lakeside linen.
Right.
Well, I mean, I can't. We don't have an LNS around here. A local need a workshop.
Well, yeah, say how these acronyms, you're killing me with these acronyms. I'll just sit here and act like I know what she's saying.
Well, you did. You're looking at me like,
that's right. See, I'm good. That's acting. That's what's called acting.
You missed your calling.
Well, that's okay. It's good enough thing.
So that's my whips as far as cross stitch goes. I've got one quilting whip. You want to go ahead and share some of your whips?
Some of my whips.
What you got?
I got a bowl that I decided to do something a little bit different with. I just get a strange idea once in a while, and instead of just making a regular bowl with the sides and curved out in a shape and stuff, which is nice and all, I decided to do something a little bit different. I cut the bowl, and then I actually really cut the bowl, part of it off, and then put some pieces in between there to create this little monster right here.
That's those creative juices just flowing. Yeah.
Yeah, this bowl was all one solid piece, and then I cut it and took the top off, and I had some leftover pieces of, believe it or not, this is mahogany. Very nice, beautiful wood. Just little scrap pieces laying around, and I was able to shape them and put them inside here, and glue this onto the bottom part of the bowl and put the ring back on the top. And I've been in the process of turning it now. This is what, as you can see in the bottom here, I still have the tenon on. This is what the clamp holds onto it while it turns on the lathe for me. And actually at the point here now, I was wondering if I might make it a little bit thinner, but I thought, man, this is okay. Wow. And this would be a real nice piece. This is maple. The white portion here is just regular local soft maple that we have around here. And of course with the mahogany, that should really contrast nicely there. So.
Oh, that smells so good too. When he was cutting this, I went out into the shop, and the smell was just incredible.
Yeah, I didn't know mahogany had such a lovely scent to it there, and but it does. Maybe next one I'll be able to show you an FO with this and what it looks
FFO.
like. FFO. Okay.
Yeah, this mahogany is going to take on a really rich dark color.
It will.
It'll be beautiful.
Yeah, very nice there. But this has been
fun. And there's spalting in that maple. A little spalting.
A little bit of spalting. Yeah, not much. Just a little bit right here. You can
no
see
curliness though, right?
No curly that I know of. Now, see, this is the thing. When I should go to polish and put a good, hard polish on this, sometimes the little curly shows up. I don't know why that works out, but anyway, it's nice. And again, that's what makes wood interesting. You never know what you're going to get until you get on the inside. Yeah. So hopefully I'll have a nice FFO.
Yeah.
If I add all my F's up right, I'll have it together for you next time.
FFO.
Okay. Kathy told me that there were some people who were interested in acorns. And I used to make acorns with a partner that I had before. I make the actual wood part, and she put it in silver for a setting and for bling and stuff like that.
The cap, she would make the cap.
I would make the
right.
No, the cap. She would have the cap. She'd make that out of silver.
Right, and then you would put.
And I would make the acorn. Well, I decided to do the whole thing there, and I kind of exaggerated this because I thought how cool it would be to have an acorn scissor holder. So I had to kind of make it a little bit larger than you might think there. But anyway, let me show you.
He surprised me with
a
this
couple
too.
that I've got. This first one I got here. This is out of a piece of maple, and actually this is a sycamore, I believe. Yeah, that's piece of.
This is all the same wood.
It's all the same wood. Yeah.
Oh.
And I decided, of course, the little caps on here are brown, so I made it brown, and I didn't. And it's nice and smooth, but it doesn't. No, so it's not really like an acorn cap, which has all kinds of texture. But I just recently bought another one, so I can start putting texture on these as well too. So.
Yeah.
But that's for the future. So anyway, a little hole there for the 1/4 inch hole for the top there. Just a regular, like a scissor holder for your dobos or something.
Did you use the Jacobean here?
I did. Yeah. In fact, I used the same one because it looks so nice as the frame there. And I'm still working on it. I got to finish the bottom. It's not. I'm just shoring up any natural fault lines and cracks like I have to do with so many woods there. But it's a nice little piece. And when I get this finished and polished up, this should look really nice wrapped around a pair of dobos.
I should have brought my scissors over so you could,
Yeah. Well, let me go get it real quick. It's right over here, right?
Well, why don't you keep talking and I'll go get it. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. There. So, anyway, and then, not all acorns are created the same. I've seen some pretty weird acorns where they might be long and domed, almost look like a silo. And so that's what I kind of used the inspiration for this next one I want to show you. And it's a little bit different in size. This is just a piece of spalted maple that I had out there. And again, I started doing the bottom of this there and drill a hole in it. So it's a bit
And that
bigger.
is the same wood on the bottom too?
Same. It's all the same wood. Yeah. All the same wood. Yeah. But so you can put
that's
your little
cute.
scissors in there, and it's good, solid. I mean, it'll never. In fact, this particular one was nice because it didn't have any cracks in it. Now I didn't know I made it long and kind of exaggerated and stuff like that. But oh well. If anybody looking at it, they can quickly tell right quick that that's acorn.
An acorn. Yeah.
A rather weird one, but it's okay. That's the way
There's
I
so
go.
much texture in that. Show the.
Yeah, this is
See all
how
this?
that one looks too. These are fun to make too. I love cranking these things out and doing different shapes on acorns. Now I know I'm kind of limited because a lot of acorns look the same, but anyway. So that's
Yeah, when a lot of the acorns do have the darker. Well, some of them are blonder though, aren't they?
or green, basically green.
Some of them are green. Yeah.
By the way, we're having a lot. I don't know how it is in your area, but we have got so many acorns this year. The squirrel should be fat and happy for 3 years after this. Every time I clean up my driveway, the next day it's all full again, and I feel bad driving in or driving out of our driveway because I go crunch, 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 crunch,
Sounds like popcorn.
Oh, I'm thinking all those poor little trees. But anyway.
Yeah, it sounds like popcorn.
That's nature.
And we can be sitting in the house and hear bam, and it's on the top of the van or the CRV.
We got a big oak tree that I parked my car under, our van rather, and that man, when it hits that, I know I'm gonna have dimples on the top of that thing. But
we went somewhere. Oh, we went to church yesterday, and going down the road, you could hear the acorns rolling off.
And that's when I dance, and I got little valleys in the top of my van. So I'm going down the road, and I see acorns flying off, I hear it rolling off and stuff. And I'm sure you all do too, because it's pretty much the same, I guess, around here. Okay, and the last thing I can show, if I can show these ones.
Yeah.
All right, trees, a different kind of trees. These are more like cone trees, but then again, I thought they might be good for scissor holders as well too.
Oh, where are my scissors? Put my scissors in.
Okay, I'll get scissors in, yeah. And the reason that I kind of like these things here, they're very simple, basic, a triangle type shape there, but they had a lot of fissures and holes in them, wormholes in them, and I thought that, they had nice character, but how nice it would be to have these holes filled up with different color epoxies. So that'll serve a couple of purposes, add a different color to it.
Texture.
And texture, and also help to reinforce the piece of wood. These are in works. These are whips that need to be shined up, polished up, and stuff like that. And I got to thinking while I was doing this, how neat would it be to, if I actually hollowed out the inside, ran a little wire in there, ran maybe like a even little not even a 5 watt, maybe a 0.5 watt lamp, so that when you light it up, that light would come through all these different colors.
Oh my goodness.
That's something I'd like to do, but I'm thinking that because not all these connect all the way through the whole thing there. So
Right.
I think what I'm going to do in planning for Christmas, if I can do this, I'm going to cut a shape like this, a little bit bigger, and I'm going to drill holes in it. All different holes.
Like
and
the ceramic trees?
Like the ceramic trees.
Nice.
Same
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
That's the
a
inspiration
good
for that. And with each of the holes, we're going to have a different colored epoxy in it. And then I'll have it hollowed out on the inside.
Oh, and you can put a little lamp.
If I can get a little lamp, wire up something there with a little
LED.
A little LED, something very light.
Hot, right?
Yeah. And then when you turn it on, you'd have light. Well, that's an idea that I had. So I don't know if that's going to come to fruition. It's going to take a lot more planning, but this is so I've been kind of playing around with it. And again, scissors.
Well, you never know till you try something.
Scissors
right?
go in there, and that's.
I think they're cute.
Christmas tree scissor holder there.
Yeah.
So I'll do some different shapes of Christmas trees and whatnot too there. So.
Could you take these and do the ribs on them?
I can do the ribs on them like that too, like
the bee skip.
Like the bee skip. I could do that as well too. That's a great idea. Yep. So lots of ideas, but like Kathy, with the time it's just limited to, I can only do so much there, and keeping up with things. I'm quite busy out there in the shop.
He gets up and
he
has his coffee. Sometimes just 1 cup, and then goes out. And I get up. I've been sleeping in a little bit. My alarm clock. I have 2. One that goes off at 7:30, and I hit snooze, and another one goes off at 8:30. I'm loving that about retirement. I mean, that is so nice to be retired and be able to sleep in a little bit. Although, I stay up later, so it kind of, all
she's
balances
a night owl.
out.
I'm an early morning guy.
Yeah.
But I like the mornings because that's my time. I like to do my devotion. And
yes, you do.
when I'm all, that starts my day, and I'm ready to hit the ground running.
And you do.
And then it fizzles right out by 10:30.
I mean, I get up and he'll have, stuff already done, picked up around the house, and bread, bacon, and he's outside turning something, and I'm waking up like, hey.
Hey, some people can get up and go in the morning there, and I don't know. That's the way it goes.
I wish I could. Well, I've never been, like that.
You just got to remind yourself of the words of that great philosopher Popeye. I am's what I am. There's gonna be no changing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that was your whips.
Those are my whips.
Those are your whips.
Yep.
I have one more whip.
Okay.
I have a quilt whip.
Yes, you do.
And it is definitely a whip. Well, a whip. Can't remember. I wanted to get more. I told y'all last time that one of my goals was to get all the blocks cut out for this quilt that I'm doing. And it's the Songbird Firm Foundation.
And she had to modify yet again.
The Firm Foundation.
Which is beautiful.
It's a beautiful chart.
Beautiful.
And I had mistakenly told y'all that this was free. It's not free. It's on Etsy, but it's very reasonable. And it's a beautiful pattern. And it uses the Songbird panels and fabric. Or you can adjust and use your own, which I've got a little bit of Songbird. I've got one panel, and I'm using some of my stash. So anyway, the patterns ask for you to cut the panels in 10.5-inch squares. And in order to do that, on 3 of the panels, I was going to lose some of the words and some of the beautiful scroll work and flowers and all that. And I just didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that would have looked weird.
Yeah, so I decided to make it the same width, but to make it 2 inches longer, and that fits all of the panel in that I want. So I've got my first, of course it's partially pieced. I've got my first church.
Hold it for you.
I got in a thing. So this has to be attached, but it's in like 4 different sections. So I've got to do the 2 Missouri stars that go up here. But I just made this taller. So I made it 2 inches longer, this 2 inches longer, and then cut this 10.5 by 12.5. All of them are going to have a red roof, but the chapel door and the body and the steeple are going to be 2 different fabrics. So it's going to be a little larger. But that's
It's
okay.
good to get all your words in, nothing's cut off, because that would really look weird if you had it like cut off there.
Yeah, this one it was going to cut off, this is my, and it was going to say story, and then it was going to cut off down here. And I really thought that, I wanted this is my story, you know. So that's my quilt whip. And hopefully, you know, this coming Thursday I wanted to get the Missouri Star quilts, the Missouri Stars done, and then start piecing all my churches.
Gotcha.
So I think this will be pretty.
Beautiful work, beautiful. I like it big size, I always like a big church.
Yeah, it's going to be tall. I just wonder if it's going to look funny, and give me your advice too, with the steeple part being not taller. Should I make the steeple part taller? But if I do that, then I'm going to have to make the Missouri Stars blocks bigger also.
What to do?
Well, that's the thing. When you start changing.
Yeah, it's okay. Because you never know what you come out with there. And that's going to look real nice.
I think it's going to be real pretty.
I've seen churches with smaller steeples like that on very large buildings. So I don't think that. But then again, that's just my 2 cents.
Even in the photo.
They're very big, yeah.
They're not very big, so I think it might be okay. Y'all give me your opinion.
Firm foundation.
Yeah, I like opinions, ideas.
As long as you get the firm foundation, no matter what you got above it.
Yeah,
it'll all be good.
Yeah, of course I'm not doing this whole quilt. I'm only doing 6 panels because I only had 1 panel, and I didn't want that large a quilt. This is 68 by 88. I really wanted just a wall hanging. So we'll probably hang this in the front.
Nice, sure. Yep.
Or somewhere, maybe, I don't know, somewhere.
Once we get things painted in here,
yep.
It'd be nice.
But last time I told y'all that I take advantage of tools as often as I can because they make your work easier.
They sure do.
And this particular one, even though it didn't call for it, let me show y'all. On the half square triangles, any half square triangles you're doing, there is a tool called I think that's tape, called a block lock. And this is amazing. You will get perfect half square triangles if you use this because it has a slot in it and that butts up against your seam going diagonally and you can cut it perfectly. And then you slide it around, use your rotating mat, slide it, and cut the other side, 2 sides. So I highly recommend this. I have probably had this for 10 years. I might need to buy another one because I've kind of chewed up the ends a little bit and it's gotten all scratched. But this is a great tool, the block lock. So that's one. The wing clipper, if you're making flying geese, which this here is a flying geese, you get a perfect cut. And this is by Deb Tucker. I've used this on any size flying geese. So many, from little bitty tiny up to, bigger, much bigger. Can't remember how far. It goes up to 10.5 inches.
That's pretty good size.
From that, let's see.
Never hold that. Your church fell apart.
Uh-oh.
Church fell.
Oh, it says 10 different size units. Right and left hand instructions. So you can make finished size of flying geese 1/2 to 1 inch up to 5 by 10.
Pretty good size.
So that's a lot of variations.
Pretty good spread, yep.
Yeah. So it's not just for one, it's for any flying geese that you're making at all.
Yeah. Same tool apply.
And then this V-block tool, again by Deb Tucker, is outstanding. That's what I made this with. This is a V-block. This piece right up here. That one. That. And you get a perfect 1/4 inch by using this 1/4 inch on each side. So your points will be just perfect. So.
Yep. You want those points to be right on the money.
And she gives really good instructions in her tools, and she also has videos on the internet, on YouTube.
Very nice.
So,
lots of good information.
Lots of good information. So that's all my whips.
Okay.
Cross stitch and quilting. You've got all your whips shown, all the things you're working on?
I do. That's not a whip here. This is a new thing here.
Okay.
So that's
Okay. So we wanted to shout out some FlossTubers.
Yes.
First, I wanted to thank Christine from Hollis Hands Creates. She gave us a shout out in her just recent FlossTube. And thank you so much, Christine. We really do appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, Christine.
I love watching your videos. I'm glad you're getting settled in your house and getting things the way you want. I know it's going to take a while, but
it's all worth the while.
It's all worth the while. I can't wait to see your craft room when you get it done and your shop. So looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yeah. So I watched Christine's FlossTube yesterday. I think I just saw that it had come out yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. Cornhusker State Quilters. Oh, I need to show y'all something along with that. Hang on.
This is the way it works with us. All of a sudden, thoughts pop into our mind. We have to act on it immediately.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gone.
Okay. Of course, I've just started watching them. I am so much enjoying watching Cornhusker State Stitchers. They're a mother and daughter team, Terry and Jamie, and they're just a hoot. They just, play off each other and cut up, and I just love the relationship between mother and daughter.
Nice.
But anyway, they have a stitch along that's starting October 29th. And I've never done one of these.
Soon.
Yeah, these rules charts by Primrose Cottage Stitches, but every time I've seen them, I'm like, oh, those are so cute. They're so cute. So I thought, I'm going to just do it. I'm just going to jump in and do it because it's all DMCs, and surely I can find fabric. But anyway, I didn't have the chart, so I went ahead and ordered the chart. But it came in, and when I opened it up, I thought, oh, did I order two?
Freudian slip there.
Did I put two in the basket?
Yeah.
I thought, well, no, that quarter shot messed up.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, I have two charts. So if anybody would like to join in the stitch along on the 29th, hashtag Christmas Rules Sal, we're going to do one of these as a giveaway today.
Okay.
Because, why not? And then that way you can join the Sal. Okay. So just put in the comments below. Oh, how about believe?
Believe.
Let me write that down. Sorry.
They don't believe we'll remember
believe.
it. Believe.
Yep. BELIEVE. Okay. And this is for the chart. Okay. You must be 18, all the good stuff. And we said we weren't going to have a giveaway until we reach 750, but this kind of intercedes, interrupts that plan.
Okay, interrupts.
So, we'll go ahead and do this. Okay. So put believe. You must be 18 or over in order to give me your address. We'll choose the random comment generator. Don't say giveaway or win or
just say believe.
Just say believe, or put it in a sentence. Tell me what you believe. Tell me what you.
And 15 words or less.
But anyway, and we'll give that to some lucky winner. Yes.
That's nice. That's really nice.
The only thing is you won't get it. Well, I wonder if we should do this within the next week, so I could get this to you before. Try to get it to you before the 29th.
That'll work.
So, okay, so it starts as soon as this FlossTube post.
Which will probably be tomorrow.
Because it takes a while for it to do all the
editing and all that boring stuff.
Yeah, all that Peter stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know how to do that.
Yeah,
I sure don't.
Very minor. I know basics about things, but doing all the fancy stuff, that's not my thing there.
So the cutoff date will be, let's say the 22nd. Okay?
I give plenty of time to get through.
So y'all comment before the 22nd, and then we'll pull it on the 22nd, and and try to get it to you before the.
Yeah, sorry about shorting this time, but it starts on the 29th.
The 29th.
Right? So kind of.
Yeah, maybe we need to do U.S. only for this. U.S. only also.
Oh, well. Be time-wise, getting things shipped overseas would be the thing, but I hate that anybody miss out on that. Okay.
I know, but yeah. So anyway, that's our giveaway. And, and we were talking about FlossTubers.
Yes, we're getting shout-outs now. See how easily we get sidetracked.
Oh, I watched Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. I think that's the first time I've caught her, and I enjoyed that. She's doing a Carol Manning stitch called Bohemian Bliss, and oh my, it was really pretty. And she's having a retreat coming up in next year, 2023. It's called Stitch New England 2023.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So that's kind of neat. Zzook, I love watching Zzook stitch. She does some really, and I just like hearing her voice. She's got a nice voice, and she presents things very well. Elizabeth Ann can stitch. I've watched her, and she's doing a lot of quilting and stuff too, which is a lot of fun. She showed how to frame a full coverage piece, which I've never done a full coverage piece, but she gives really good instructions. Let's see, Annie the Proper Stitcher. I love watching Annie the Proper Stitcher. She does some beautiful things. She's just a very gracious person. And let's see, gosh, there's so many, and I haven't written down everybody. Oh, everybody's been talking about so-and-sos. The so-and-sos. Kathy, and I can't remember the other lady's name. So I checked them out, and all I can say is, wow. I mean, these ladies have amazing things to show. Just beautiful, beautiful things to show. So anyway, so check them out. And there's lots more, and I don't mean to leave anybody out, but there's so many. And if you would like to, tell us who you're watching, we'd love to hear,
Nice.
So.
Okay, so where's that leave us here?
Haul.
Haul.
Have you got any haul?
Got any haul?
You got your tools.
I got my tools. Yeah. I got a couple tools there that I can show.
Yeah, y'all want to see some tools?
I just got these in this morning.
I love tools.
Again, to put the finishing touch on some of these things now, it's nice to have different texturing tools that I didn't have before, so that I can fix up things like those acorn shells, the taps and stuff like that. So what I did was get a couple of tools here that came in today. This is like
good timing.
So like Christmas for me here. I'll see if I can do this without making a whole lot of noise.
Do you need scissors?
No, it's open actually. Yeah. It comes with this. I watched videos of this guy who makes this. There, he really is a smart guy. He's been doing this for years. There's a little tool here. This little end turns around. I can take it out and move it and stuff like that. And what this guy's got little serrated edges here. And as I touch the wood, I'll cut a groove in the wood and put this down into the U and just gently work it, and it'll cut nice little indentations along in the wood there.
Really?
Yeah, and it makes a lot of dust and stuff like that. So he made a special tool. It looks like a paintbrush. As a matter of fact, it looks just like a glorified chip brush here. But this has got really hard bristles, and it do like that too, and it cleans up the edges just as if you had sanded it and stuff like that. A little 2-inch thing there. So
he calls it a decorative elf tool.
Elf tool, I guess so. Yeah, elf tool. Yeah. Anyway, and this guy's made in England, so it came from the UK. Thank you very much for that, and I'm looking forward to presenting this tool to some wood here real soon, and have some neat texturing styles on our things to show you.
Is this for the acorns?
That I could use that for the acorns, but this second one I want to show you is basically the one I really want to show you. That I'm going to use for the acorns. It's heavy, very heavy handle, so it cuts into the wood nice and smooth. This is a really heavy. This is called a Wagner texturing tool.
Wow.
And as you can see on the end here, it's got these little indentations. And as the wood spins around, I'll push into the wood, and then bring it out and slide it over, and it'll line up, make little notches with it, so that I can go all the way around.
So this is what you're going to use for the.
So this is what I will use here for the acorns there. It's a very. Feel how heavy that is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's good and heavy.
These are
tool.
sharp. These are.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And
That is so cool.
Yeah.
It says to oil frequently.
Yes, yeah. I need to make sure I get some good machine oil, that kind of thing. Like 30 weight oil, just clog it up.
And that is really heavy.
Yeah,
you just put that on your rest and.
Exactly, on my tool rest, and I just work it across a piece of wood, and it'll just take what it wants as you go along, with a little slight pressure building into it according to the instructions.
Mm-hmm.
I've never worked with a tool like this before.
I can't wait to see what it's going to do.
It's going to be something new, and like most things that are new, I'm probably going to use it for everything until I finally get it out of my system and just use it for the specific accents that I want to do that there. So I got two new tools. Yeah. Feel like I've had Christmas already, so I'm not expecting anything in December.
Peter, well, I asked him to send me his wish list for Christmas, and he'll send it to me, and it's typically tools. And I have no problem, with buying tools, or him buying tools, at all. Cause
both of us the same way.
We know how we
value tools. Yeah. So anyway, that's my haul. No wood this time. But I still got plenty of wood now to continue working for quite a while, and I got some new tools.
Well, I didn't have hardly any haul last time. I kind of made up for it this time.
Here we go.
Of course, some of these are my club things, and some of them I didn't bring down because it was just kind of too much stuff to bring down the stairs. But anyway, this is my Vicki Clayton silks. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful. I hope you can see the purples and the oranges. Look at the oranges. Oh, rich. I have a container. Look at those. Look at those colors upstairs, and that's in my plans, is to I want to take all Vicki's silks, because she has them all numbered, and I want to put them in there by number. And then I have the DMC conversion chart that she made and the overdyed chart that she made, and I can pull a chart, see what it is, and go to Vicki's silks and pull. So I'm hoping within a year's time I will have really, really good supply of these, because I'm getting the variegated and the regular. I just think they're beautiful.
You are so well organized.
Well, no, it's in my plans, but I gotta make it happen.
Make it happen. That's the thing. Yeah, we all make plans.
I have to make it happen. Yep. Okay.
What else you got there?
I got my Grace Note fabric of the month. Excuse the crinkling. I'll try to go over here and be quiet a bit. I hide it.
No crinkling allowed here. Mute that.
And she always sends a sticker. I've got a basket upstairs that I'm putting all her stickers in. It's filling up. This is called Mojita Smoothie. And it is a beautiful, like, seafoam.
It is, yeah, kind of green, yeah.
A seafoam color. Oh, yeah. Can you see
You can see our window slash through it.
Yeah. Oh, it's just really pretty.
Very nice.
36 count linen. Her linens are beautiful. And she just presents them so well. I mean, she irons them and they smell good. I'm glad I'm a member of her club. And her card, she always has scripture on the back.
Nice. Yep, Ephesians 2:8, yep. For by grace have you been saved.
Not by works.
Not by works, lest any man should boast.
Mm-hmm. Not of yourselves, it is the gift.
Gift of God.
Of God, yes.
Very nice. That's very nice.
That's a
very nice material.
Beautiful.
I can't wait to see what you're going to create on.
I know. I finally got into the Color and Cotton Club. I mean, I've been trying to get into the Color and Cotton Club for a long time, and she just had so many. But you get on a waiting list, so if y'all want to be in it, put your name on the waiting list, and you'll get there. You'll get in it eventually. But this is October's Fabric Club, 36 count. It's called Spellbook. And it is gorgeous too.
Edinburgh 36 count.
Isn't that beautiful?
Very nice.
Oh, I probably need to put it up against something. I think that's a true color, don't you?
Yep. Yeah,
it's modeled, but it's not overdone. I think it'll be a good sampler color. everything will show up in that good, on that very well. So I need to get that into my fabric bin. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Nice.
So thankful to be in that club. And then this chart I have been wanting forever. And I just went ahead and bit the bullet. So I thought, you know.
You bite the bullet a lot around here.
Well, I did good 2 weeks before. This is Mary Wigglesworth, 1812. My Hands Across the Sea.
Isn't that nice? Wow.
It is beautiful. A lot of people have stitched this. And I love her little books. I forget what she calls these. But they're so nice to stitch by.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I can't remember what you
can't
call
remember.
them.
Little, I don't know if it's little gems. And it calls for Soie 103, Soie Léger, or DMC. I got the DMC. And I think they're beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to stitch it on yet. I don't know if she recommends Tabby Cat. I think Shade of Cream Brulee by Tabby Cat.
About that. Cream brulee.
Says it's also the sampler can be worked on both Aida and linen. It's 249 stitches by 249, so it's square, perfectly square. 36 count. The design will be 13.83 by 13.83. So not huge. Oh, you need a cup of coffee, darling.
I think so. I'm sorry. I tell you, that's the problem with being an early morning guy like I am. If I sit still for more than 5 minutes, I'm fading.
Okay, I'm just about.
But that's. Take
two,
your time,
two more,
sweetheart.
Two more things.
Take your time. I'll stick with you. I'll hang in there. I may fall out of my chair, but just keep going. I'll be fine. Happens all the time.
And Rachel from Floss Toss, she was stitching this. I don't know if she's finished it yet, but she was stitching this, and every time she would show it, I just was like, oh my goodness, could it be any cuter?
Gotta have it.
And it really couldn't be any cuter than this. I just
pretty
think
fancy jammies that dear is
oh my goodness, and the bunnies too. They got
and bunnies too, bunny jammies. Yeah.
And even the cardinal up top has a really nice scarf. And they're all working so hard getting the tree decorated. So this is called Kind and Gentle Woodland Holiday Sampler by Artful Offerings.
I don't know what the mouse is doing there though.
You see a mouse?
Or a little rabbit. I mean.
That's a little rabbit.
Yeah.
He's putting the key in. I don't know.
Yeah, putting the key in the tree.
But anyway, I went ahead and got the floss. And it's some DMCs and overdyes. So I am set except for pulling the fabric. Their chart uses full and half cross stitches. Aida can be substituted with ease. Antique lace was by Seraphim, which I think I have. I think I might have some antique lace.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got pretty much everything in up there.
No.
No.
No, not everything. Then the last thing was the book. I got a serger book that, I think her name is Michelle. And if it's not, oh my gosh, forgive me, Shane Brook Cottage. I watched her several floss tubes ago, and she was talking about this book, Serger 101, a field guide. And I've got a serger that one of my neighbors gave to me that was her grandmother's and had been up in her attic for years, and she didn't want it. And so she asked me if I would like it. It was a Bernina, and it was old, but you know, Bernina is a good machine, so I said absolutely. And she had 3 or 4 big containers of thread.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how to use it. I've never used a serger before, so
I don't know how you would begin to thread some machine like that.
Yeah, she said this was really good just to help you get familiar with it and to learn how to thread it. So I can't wait to start doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and that is all of my haul.
Wow, good job.
Thank you. Am I cut off?
Okay.
So what plans do you have? Have you got any big plans? I think you have some plans over there. I see some plans.
Oh, you mean these things here?
Uh-huh,
Right?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to pause and get a cup of coffee?
No, that's fine. Let's go. Let's press on.
Press
on. See if my lips are moving. That helps keep me awake. Or my body. Usually I stand up and that. But anyway.
And we ate lunch before this too, which was probably
deadly for me. Deadly. Anytime I eat food, it's sleepy time.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, it's the Iberian curse. I have to live with it.
Siberian?
Iberian.
Iberian.
Yeah. The siestas, afternoon, come from Spain, that kind of thing. Iberian Peninsula. They sleep. They take a nap every day at lunch.
That's Iberia. Okay.
Iberia. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now we get that worked out.
Not related to Siberia.
No, definitely not. You freeze to death in Siberia. But anyway, this is Kathy's bag. What a beautiful job she does here and that. And as some of you seen before, like we showed before, the little bee skep, mini bee skep they make for the scissor.
Mini.
And well, Kathy asked me the other day, says, "Can you make a snowman out of it?" Because I got an order in to make some snowman, which I love to do. And she said, "Can you make them small enough for scissor?"
Because I'm getting ready to do some Christmas bags.
Zipper pulls. So, well, I went ahead and tried to make one just this morning, just to test around, play around. Had a lot of fun with it, actually. I had to use my other lathe, my smaller one, because obviously everything shrink down. I got a little lathe that works nice for that. But I did get, to show you what I made there. This is my little snowman that I made. And I'm going to twirl him around here so you can see him better. This is a little piece of oak I had. I just threw it on that little lathe and started turning it around there. And to make and drill a little hole in it and everything, so
cute.
I didn't go through it and whatnot. But anyway, this is going to be start putting these into production, make them out of different kind of woods and stuff. But I wanted to show you the contrast and difference in size between these other little bee skeps that for the scissor zipper. I don't want to keep saying scissor.
Zipper pulls.
Zipper
that's
pulls.
Very lightweight, so that would work good.
Yeah. And I might be able to make it even just a little bit smaller. That piece of oak.
I think that's fine.
That was on there. Okay, well, good.
I mean, you know.
Some of them have little cracks and whatnot. You're right. That would probably work okay.
That would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, bye.
The only thing is the hole might need to be. This is really tricky getting the ribbon through that.
I can make that hole a little bit bigger. I made a hole any size you want. I actually did cut one a little bit bigger than these ones.
Can you tell that his hat's?
Of course, yeah. It could always. Snowman always has a floppy hat there. So. Anyway, it was fun making that. I plan on making more for her scissor pulls and whatnot, and with different kind of wood. So that's my plans. We'll see what comes of that, and. Some people may want some of those. I don't know, for their own projects that I could do. I could incorporate that.
We want to learn how to make, some. What do you call them? Pulls. Fobs.
Oh, fobs.
Yeah,
fobs.
But not the real fancy fobs. But maybe more rustic looking fobs. Yeah.
I can turn a little piece of wood for that to do it.
Or if we could buy just wood beads. I'd love to find some little scissors. Maybe you can put scissors on them, or little bees, or
all that kind. They got loads of that bling. You can go. All these stores have so much bling. You put.
Yeah, I don't really want a whole lot of bling because I love Christina's bling.
Okay, wrong choice of words.
Okay, so those are your plans.
That's my plans. I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay, excuse me, my coughing. Like I said, I get rid of everything but the cough, but it's better.
It is.
So, anyway, I want to continue with FF October. Hashtag FF October.
What is that acronym?
FF October. So I've got 2 FOs upstairs that I want to get framed. This month.
Nice.
That are the bigger ones. I've got 3 of the Prairie Schooler Santas that I want to get put in these little trays that I got. And then I wanted to get this done. You're all gonna think I'm crazy, but this is Quaker Pumpkin. I did this last year, and it's all stitched. I did make a change. Instead of having All Hallows Eve go across, let me undo this so you can see. I'm just pinned in here. did in all things give thanks. 1 Thessalonians 5:18. It's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had a frame that Barbara and Donna had given to us, remember?
Right.
And we were going to put that in it, but it cracked, it broke. So, well, that kind of, not going to do that. And I thought, well, how cool would it be? And y'all tell me if I'm nuts. To make a big drum. Not a little drum, but a big drum. So, the process of this, I looked around the house everywhere to see if I could find anything that was cylindrical that would work. I couldn't find anything, and I opened the pantry door, and voila, there was a roll of paper towels.
Paper towels.
So I pulled the plastic off paper towels and went around it, and I thought, hey, that might work, And I went out and showed Peter all excitedly, and he said, well, I think maybe we can find something a little bit better.
Yeah, I'd like to use hand towels.
Yeah.
The hand towels, they're all gone.
Anyway, so we got on the internet and we started looking, and we found this styrofoam piece.
Yeah. It's called Can-Do Round Foam.
Can-Do Round Foam, and it's sturdy.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't just blast your ears out. But it's sturdy. It's 6 by 12.
6 inches diameter by 12 inches tall, right?
Yeah. And I thought, even though it's not going to fit perfectly going around, maybe I can put something here, kind of dress it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even some of these leaves.
There you go.
There's some little buttons. I mean, this is the back anyway, but and Peter said he could cut it for me, and I've got some green velvet, this color green velvet upstairs that I thought would be really pretty for the top and the bottom. So I'm going to watch Bonna's tutorial. And it's a big drum. I mean, this is like a drum size drum.
I know it, yeah, it's nice.
What do y'all think? Is that nutso Looney Tunes? Or do you think that'll work? And I can turn it around.
No, I think it's great. Great idea putting a nice top on it too, like a pillow top.
Yeah, it'd be real puffy.
Yeah,
kind of domed. Which I've heard people talk where they do, polyfill and then layers of batting cut smaller until you get to the top, and then it makes it domed. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's one of my plans in FFO October. I'm hoping it'll work.
I could make a nice spool like this and put that on there.
That's a
have to be a gigantic piece of wood. But that would look cool.
That would look. Wow. That's a lot of
wood.
A lot of wood, yeah. And we can't. Well, it would have to be just a log outside.
A log, man.
So that's my plans. Work on Gilet. I have two whip goes that I need to catch up on. And if I don't get them this month, then I'll just let them go on over to November. So I think as long as I get them done, whip go's been a real blessing. And this doing FlossTube has been a real blessing too, because it's really given me an impetus to work on things, to get things done. It's just fun.
Yes, it is. It's been great.
It's been great.
Yeah.
We thank y'all for spending time with us. And if you like what you saw, then please like the video and subscribe. Like I said, when we get to 750 subscribers, we'll have a larger giveaway.
Yeah.
Something that you've made or I made,
yeah,
or
as
maybe
we
a
grow,
combination.
it's just normal way things go, of growth and that kind of thing. And so we appreciate it. We're so thankful to be able to do this, and hopefully there won't be any more procedures involved. Will put us back like it did with this time with us here. We've had this out earlier, but that kind of got delayed because of my procedure. Yeah. And so.
But everything's well, so we're thankful for that, and we're thankful for y'all, and we just we're thankful for this community.
We are. We'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your stories, and get to know you, and hopefully get to know us, because that's all part of the community.
Yes.
You know, we're all over the world, which is just fantastic when you think about that. That we can see videos from Australia, Canada, England, Europe, all places like this. It's
Nova
just
Scotia,
absolutely wonderful.
I mean,
and I really enjoy too the how some of y'all have incorporated, or you've shown the things that you've received as well, that that you put your scissor holders in, stuff like that.
Oh yes.
That one in England, I forget her name, but the one with the soothing voice that you like calms you right down.
Oh, Chris, she's not in England.
Oh, she's not.
Christine Hollis. Yeah, I love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. So anyway, I enjoy seeing those things that other people made for you. I'm greatly inspired by these things, and so I'd like to have a little part in that as well too, to contribute to your needs, and also just to make something that I really get it. It's so neat to think that I make something, a little scissor hold like that, and it's sitting on somebody's workbench over there somewhere in the world. Yeah. And that's just a real hoot to me there.
Because we've had a customer in Spain, a couple of customers in Spain. We've got some in Mexico. We've had Canadian, Australia, Hawaii.
Yeah.
We haven't done the UK yet. I don't think we have.
We've had contacts with them.
We've had contacts, but shipping is just.
That's the thing, shipping. Whether it's Uncle Sam or the equivalent thereof in everybody else's country, they gotta take. And I don't know how things are gonna pan out, but if we can get that to you somehow or another, and that we're really happy to do that. So this is more than just a business. This is really a joy of our heart.
Because we're really not. It's not a business.
No.
I mean,
well, it is, but it's not.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not making a ton of money by any means.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not gonna run out and buy a yacht anytime soon. Can't even afford a little dinghy.
Yeah. But I tell you, the whole thing really, from the very, very beginning, was, making something that people could find useful.
Yes.
And beautiful,
functional,
that they would want to have in their stitchy spot or quilting area.
Exactly.
Because I know how much I have enjoyed. Peter, anytime I need something or a thought comes to mind, I'll go, "Hey, Peter, what do you think about doing such and such?" And he'll do it, and it makes my life much more easy and much more functional. And I mean, I wish and someday we're going to do FlossTube upstairs in my quilting space, but I got to clean it up first. Because I mean, there's stuff everywhere. But he has done so much upstairs just to.
I think it all started out with the little things to hold your rulers.
Yes.
Piece of board, and I just cut them at angles for her to put her rulers in.
I have two of those.
Started with that, but now it's people come with ideas all the time. Just our neighbor yesterday, she suggested that she went to one place to eat out one night, and what they did was they had a log in front of them, and the log had little grooves coming out of them there, and basically what they would do is to hold their tacos. Yeah. And I thought, well, that's a neat idea. I've never seen one like that. I'm going to try to incorporate that. And maybe we'll surprise them for Christmas or something like that, just for a gift, because they give me the idea. But I love doing different things like that.
That would be neat if you make them.
To me, it's a real gas to be able to do those type of things, to get to know people, and to have such a great time. Just a real quick background. I don't want to go too long there, but all my life, my dad taught me how to do woodworking. Everything I know is attributed to him. And I started out in school learning how to turn wood on the lathe and stuff like that. But all my life, I've been making things out of wood and doing real nice stuff and going to fairs but it's hard to sell. People bring their families to these fairs and whatnot, and they got a little coin in their pocket there for games and food and stuff like that, but never really enough to buy stuff. And consequently, most of my life has been, I feel like I'm the painter who's going to become famous after I die. But anyway, so then just a little over a year ago.
Yeah, September of last year.
Everything just came happening, and it just goes to show how God does everything in His time and His plan. And so, really, like Kathy said, we're not out to get rich or anything like that, but we are out here to meet people, to talk with people, to have relationship with people. That's what this is all about. And I'm so thankful for that. I am, and to be able to have the opportunity now to fulfill my heart's desire to make things that people can use, like Kathy said, and that it just really
brings joy. Brings a lot of joy.
Much joy. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to belabor the point.
And we don't want y'all to feel like that we're doing this just for our business. We're not. We're sharing things that we love, sharing things that we love to do with our hands, and even if we didn't have the business,
we always have. It's always been the case in both of our lives there. It's just that things just happen to work out for us now, and the internet and technology, and
Instagram,
do these things,
and contact the right people. I mean,
all the good people, all you nice folks out there.
Yeah, y'all been so generous and so kind and very supportive, and we appreciate it.
Yes, we certainly do. So
do you have a blessing for
us? I do. I would like to share with us real quick before we go, and this is comes from the Word of God, from the book of Psalms, chapter 98, verses 2 and 3, where it says, "The Lord has made known His salvation. His righteousness He has revealed in the sight of the nations. He has remembered His mercy and His faithfulness to the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God." So with that, go with God. God bless you.
Thank you for spending time with us, and we're wishing you many happy stitches.
Yes, indeed.
Bye-bye. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.